Tragedy unfolds as a seemingly innocent family lunch turns deadly. In a shocking turn of events, Erin Patterson, a 49-year-old woman from Leongatha, Victoria, Australia, has been arrested and charged with 3 counts of murder and 5 counts of attempted murder, following a lunch gathering at her home that left 3 people dead. The incident dates back to July 29th, when Ms. Patterson hosted a lunch at her home, attended by her former in-laws, Don and Gail Patterson, and her ex-husband's aunt and uncle, Heather and Pastor Ian Wilkinson. Erin served a delicious beef Wellington. So beef Wellington is a classic British dish that consists of a tender beef fillet, and it's coated with a pâté of mushrooms, and then it's wrapped in a puff pastry, and it's baked to a golden brown. And the dish is often served with a rich, flavorful sauce, such as red wine reduction or creamy mushroom sauce. So her guests were thrilled to be presented with such a luxurious lunch. But several hours after the meal, all 4 guests fell critically ill with stomach cramps and vomiting. They were immediately rushed to the hospital. The doctors were mystified. What had caused these 4 family members to become ill at the same time? Was it just plain old food poisoning, or was it something else? By the time they figured it out, 3 of the 4 patients had passed away. It seems that those delicious mushrooms in the beef Wellington were called death cap mushrooms, one of the most deadly of all fungi. Mushrooms that had been used in the delicious pâté on their ill-fated beef Wellington lunch. Well, the police immediately brought Erin Patterson in for questioning. Where did she get the mushrooms that she cooked at lunch, and did she know they were poisonous? Death cap mushrooms, they're scientifically known as Amanita phallides. They are highly toxic and potentially deadly. Even just touching one is dangerous. They're found in various parts of the world and are known for their deceptively appealing appearance and delicious flavor, which often can lead to accidental ingestion and severe poisoning. The toxins present in death cap mushroom, particularly amatoxin, are extremely potent and can cause severe damage to the liver, kidneys, and other vital organs. Symptoms of poisoning typically don't show up until several hours after eating, which can make it difficult to identify and treat the poison in a timely manner. Eating even a small amount of a death cap mushroom can have devastating consequences, and without prompt medical intervention, the mortality rate for those poisoned by these mushrooms is alarmingly high. Due to their lethal nature, it's important to educate the public about the dangers of the death cap mushrooms to prevent accidental poisonings and promote safety in foraging and culinary practices. With these mushrooms, drying, freezing, soaking, or cooking has absolutely no effect on the poisons in the mushroom. The only antidote is a medicine made from milk thistle. If doctors had known what the Pattersons and Wilkinsons were poisoned with and had acted early to rehydrate them with a saline drip and milk thistle medicine, they might have survived. But tragically, that did not happen. And within days of the fatal luncheon, Gail and Don Patterson and Heather Wilkinson had passed away. After several weeks in the hospital, Pastor Ian Wilkinson, the lone survivor of the tragic luncheon, was eventually released to return to his empty home. Erin Patterson claimed innocence in the days following the deaths. but she was taken into custody a week later. The charges against her include the deaths of her former in-laws, as well as 2 attempted murder charges related to a separate incident on July 29th. If convicted on the triple murder, Erin faces up to 75 years in prison. The police found more trouble in the investigation. They discovered that Erin's ex-husband, Simon Patterson, got very sick after eating meals that she had made. This happened in different times in 2021 and 2022. Erin always said that she didn't do anything wrong, and she felt very sad about her family. As you can imagine, the town of Leongatha is feeling the effects of this sad event. There were private and public services for the people who passed away. And the police want everyone to remember that these were real people who were loved by many. This whole saga is like a real-life crime thriller, and we're all sitting on the edges of our seats waiting for the next episode. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a while longer, as this case is on hold until May 2024. It's giving the prosecutors time to analyze the computer gear that was seized from Erin's home. Did you know about death cap mushrooms? Let me know yes or no in the comments. I didn't know anything about them, but I can tell you right now, if I ever get sick from eating mushrooms, I will insist that my doctors use milk thistle medicine, just in case. So I'm going to keep you updated on this strange and mysterious case, and the closer it gets to May. Did Erin knowingly or unknowingly put deadly mushrooms in her in-law's dinner? I guess we'll have to wait to May to find out. So please comment, like, share, and subscribe if you want to hear the rest of the story. And until then, come back for more stories and be in the know for news you should know.